Hello and welcome, our viewers, into a new episode of your show, Timeless Journey. And as you know, our viewers, in every lovely episode, we take on an embarking journey that's either going to be on the field of medical, or as in engineering, or it might be in the field of art. In every episode, we would take you on a journey that without time, but yet it's going to be really fun. And for today's episode, our episode is going to be all about caricature, as it is a type of art that reflects our society's, let's say, opinion on a mattering or something, let's say, that's going to be on a huge opinion on it. And we will reflect on it as a caricature, which is an amazing type of art. For today's episode, we have with us the caricature artist Taleb Alatar. So welcome, Mr. Taleb, and we would love to have you with us for today. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you for inviting me to this interview.
Yeah.
And actually, I like the name of this program,
Timeless
Timeless
Journey, yeah.
Journey. Yes, because really, when you do something you like, really you don't feel the time.
Exactly. We don't feel the time, as every episode we've been taking right now for a lot of guests, and I've been honored to be with at the show with these guests on every episode. Or the viewers, I don't feel the time. Like I would see our director, Badr, be immediately like we say, Abdul Latif, we're out of time. I say, like, how is that? Like we just started. So for today's episode, mashallah, before the interview, it seems that you have not one, not two, actually a lot of talents. And some of it in the field, let's say, of an engineering, some of it in the field of physics. Yeah, in the field of physics, when you mention such a, let's say, a certain type of art, and maybe in another episode we would take you to be a guest with us, and we would embark on it. For today, you have the caricature art, and it is really amazing. Can you tell us how did you start with it? What inspired you to be an artist in caricature?
Okay. First of all, what is caricature?
Yeah.
Because many people hear this word, but they don't know what is caricature. Caricature, actually, it's a symbol, very simple drawing used maybe in the cave, like in the caveman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he draws some drawing on the walls. So that's a very simple. It's very simple drawing. But after that, some people are developed in many years.
Mm-hmm.
Become like exaggerations. They put some exaggeration. Maybe some people find when they draw a portrait, they see big noses or big ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually started in 1646 in Italy, which was actually caricature. It's word from Italy. It's mean exaggerations. So
Oh, it means exaggeration.
yeah,
Like
caricature.
like
Caricature.
when you describe something too much, or you describe something with let's say, well, over explaining,
Yes,
like let's
over,
say
yes,
exaggerating. Yeah.
yes, like it's exaggeration of reality. Right now, maybe I'm wearing one tie, it's blue. What if I exaggeration? Maybe I will try to
To
wear
wear
two. Yeah,
two
like
ties,
blue
or
and
maybe three
yeah,
ties.
or maybe three. This is
Yeah.
exaggeration of reality. So this is what character is.
What we know about caricature is when there is, like, let's say, a case or like a certain topic that will, a lot of people have their opinion at.
Mm.
And when there's a lot of people discussing about that thing that been happening lately, let's say about football. Football, there's a match between our beloved country, the national team, Kuwait national team, and let's say the last match
Oman.
with the Oman, yeah,
Mm.
or like with the other national team, with our beloved neighbor countries, and you would see that something funny happened during that match, and you would see like there is a caricature. This is actually how we know it, and the most thing that you would see a lot of people that when we see caricature we smile immediately,
Mm.
because like you exaggerate with it in a really fun way. So it is really fun. So what inspired you with it is, let's say, that you can have a freedom, let's say.
Mm. Actually, you take the words from my mouth. It's fun to do or to see caricature. How about you do the caricature?
Yeah.
Yeah, to see many people just make them smile or laugh. Especially when you draw them like with a portrait. You give
Yeah.
them a portrait. When you draw them in different shapes, in different kind, so they laugh. about the drawing something about society, like a football, or maybe some problems could happen.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
something politics in another
politics.
country, but we don't discuss that here,
No,
you
of
know?
course.
Yeah, of course, you know.
Okay, so just we draw this thing, but make it like a funny way. It's not hurting anybody. It's not monkeying of some people. We just make it this problem to see in very, very, very different view.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it. We sometimes we call it. We just we want the pain disappear and make it and or convert it to laugh.
Yeah,
That's what we want to do.
exactly. But it's always have this balance between a certain case, okay? Uh, like there's two columns as I see in caricature. As a person, I cannot draw. You know, for me in drawing, do you remember in the first grade when we draw something like car, a house, a
Trees,
car,
yeah.
you know, like a box,
Yes.
you know, and there is a sun in the corner.
Mm.
Still, I cannot draw that. The only thing that I can draw, and not even well, it's the bird, you know, the W, that bird's coming from far away. I don't know how to draw. But in caricature, there is something like a philosophy that I see inside, that it's balance between sarcastic, okay, like something in a fun way, and a deep insight for a certain issue, or like a deep insight for a certain uh, event that happened. How do you, like, let's say, balance, Mr. Talib, between these things? Like, how do you do it? I think it's really hard or deep.
The first you should before I just want to say, if before you want to use or to be an character artist, you should know about arts, because you have to know many knowledge about arts, about color, about shadows, about the full art actually,
Yeah.
before you started character, because character you have to summary all of that and put it in one picture, and that one picture should have a message, a very, very big message in one picture, and it's very simple. So that doesn't come with just you are beginning for basic drawing and you want
Yeah.
to make a character.
Mhm.
That doesn't work. So you have to know about all of kind of arts,
Yeah.
and start a character after that.
Yes.
And like what you said before,
How do you balance maybe
yeah,
with it?
how balance between these two. First of thing, you have to know your limitation when you start, when you want to draw.
Is there limits in caricature?
Yeah,
I don't think there is. Like,
everything.
from the ones that we see lately,
No.
like, well, there is clearly no limits.
Okay, I will tell you like a story. If some character want to draw a portrait for you,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's fun to draw like exaggeration, like I told you, like big
Yeah,
ears,
like
big
the
nose.
big hair, you know,
But
like I'm
what
an alien or
But
something.
what if the artist doesn't know how to make you accept the portrait? Sometimes some people they are angry when you say, no, that's not me. I don't like it. So you have to know your limits, knowing the
Well,
people.
these people needs to be humble, Mr. Talib.
Yes.
Clearly.
No.
Like this,
Sometimes.
like this caricature. I mean, it draws you with exaggeration. Like, it won't draw you like with exaggeration how to be like handsome or a cute woman or something. It would exaggerate some details that you clearly don't want to exaggerate. Like a person with big nose, you'd be clearly like with a huge bigger nose.
But what if you are not ready to draw?
Yeah.
You will make it not it's not acceptable for people, so people do not accept it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If I'm not ready to draw like exaggeration, it will be awful. Somebody say, oh my god, it's just very bad drawing. Yeah, you know that what I mean. So the limitation, I know you should when you draw a character portrait or social character, you should know your limitation. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What is your purpose? You should know, and you should have many knowledge about what are you doing, not just try.
Actually, yeah.
And maybe you're gonna do something wrong, and you know, everybody maybe gonna hate you.
Yeah. Well, clearly, caricature. I think that we love the art, but we hate the heart. But we hate the artist of caricature. I'm trying to describe him like without laughing, because like most of the caricature artists, when they exaggerate, like there is over exaggeration of caricature. Like it is already exaggeration, but when you do that with over exaggeration, it will be like, okay, like it's, you know, it's too much. So mostly caricature artists, like when we see they draw something in a certain case, like, and mostly we've been seeing them in mostly politics, and you know, it's really uh, difficult how to love someone who, you know, exaggerate with these cases, because mostly it will be a little bit difficult. But the artists, once we know them, not only we're going to like them, we're going to love them, because you are one caricature artist. When I heard like, oh, today we're having Taleb who's a caricature, and I heard about you, I like you as a person, but now as I know more about you, I'm actually starting to accept you more, and this is what we need our viewers to know, that I mean, caricature, once we understand it, it seems to be something not only fun, but something with a good cause, because mostly they cover the good causes, right?
Right.
I mean, this is actually what you understand about. But does that mean that you know like most aspects about art, right?
Yes. Right. About politics and first,
Yeah,
and about maybe sometimes I write for something it's important for the society.
yeah,
Uh, but sometimes it's become hard on the artist. Maybe
yeah,
sometimes it gets to trouble, maybe murdered.
yeah,
So some of artists, the character yeah, artists, they really murdered
yeah. Maybe
because some
exaggerated
project.
with the wrong people, you
Yes,
know.
yes, it could happen. That's the limitation what I'm speaking to.
Like exaggerate, but with the right
Yeah,
people, the
the
people
right
that you know
people.
they accept. Yeah,
Yes. So some people go to prison in other countries because it's very sensitive, I told you, and maybe some people does not accept it. So you have to know about the mentals of the society.
yeah.
You have to do, you know, what are you doing? You just not to want to exaggerate and have fun, and you don't know what you're gonna happen after this.
Exactly, exactly. And this advice that you just gave us, it wasn't like a direct advice, but it was something that you needed to clarify about caricature art. So for those who wanted to be our viewers, for those who wanted to be caricature artists, please take this advice and save it on your mind, because do not mess with anyone in regard of caricature. Try to send a good message to everyone. Do not go with the like dangerous and deep politics. Do not go with the dangerous and deep, let's say, even football. Even football. Like the football fans, sometimes they go
Yes.
crazy. So you need to keep it simple. Do not exaggerate with underwhelming a certain team, and you make these people angry, especially with the, you know, with the England league.
Oh, yes,
You know,
it's
yeah,
very
like
dangerous there.
with the Premier League. If you
Yes.
go there and you mock, like let's say Arsenal team or Chelsea or something,
Oh,
and you go there and they
oh,
know you,
you're killing
you're
yourself. You're suicide. You're gonna,
definitely
yes.
okay.
Okay.
So, how do you see relationship between caricature and intellectual freedom? Can caricature be a tool for liberation or resistance?
Okay, this is a really good question. It started like this. In France or Italy, it started to making character drawing for express themselves about freedom or ability, but this go very wrong that days. So still in those days, yes, it's still the character, it's connected to the politics, and oh, your character, then you are always
Into
taking
politics.
against the politics,
Yeah.
always you are against, you are not with the government deals or something like this. No, 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 it's not like this,
This is
because
what I wanted to
y-
clarify at the start of the
yes,
interview. Yeah.
because before, yes, it started like this,
Yeah.
but is no, it's very beautiful art. You can express about express yourself. Maybe there is like society, like I told you, maybe problems or something they want to speak. You can speak about them in one picture without any words. Yeah, this is good. But if you try to do something over confidence and over exaggeration with the
Exaggeration.
or
Yeah.
wrong people, yes, it will
Yeah.
cause you a lot. Yes.
Yeah, this is actually what I wanted to explain at the start of the interview when I mentioned that over exaggeration, or let's say mostly the caricature. We love the paintings, we love the drawings, we love the cars that they are adapting, but mostly we hate the artist, because without knowing them, we would say like they go into politics, they go into against the politicians, or against the people that we mostly know and mostly we love. But when they draw something, we smile immediately. There is there is something that's against each other, like two thoughts that, okay, we love it, but we hate the artist. But the artist doing something really well. But no, we know that deep inside them that they're against a certain team, a certain opinion, and we don't want that.
Yeah, because they are afraid, actually afraid, because we all we know about character, like I tell you, it's
Yeah.
about against politicians or governments or something like this.
Yeah.
So this is the problem. But now, no, the character artist is like criticize the maybe some problems. They like a journalist is speaking about the problems about politicians,
Yeah.
but in good way. We don't make it like to do something more exaggeration on the problem. We just make it like reduce the pain, actually, sometimes when you draw the picture or the problem, and make it with the beautiful color and another point of view. You accept it and you understand sometimes, like the third fingerprints in the works or jobs.
Yeah.
Some people know why they are doing this, but we are
The third check-in for the
check-in, yes.
fingerprint for work. Yeah.
Yes.
The third
So
check-in.
we sometimes draw what's the benefits of the third
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, the benefits, the benefits
check-in
for the second check-in,
yes.
fingerprint. Actually, as a TV presenter, I work sometimes at night, sometimes I work at day. But either ways, I do it while smiles on my face, because I know that there's many of my colleagues deserved it. Many of the people that I know personally, many of the people that we see in another ministries, or let's say governmental areas, they actually need the second check-in fingerprint, because alhamdulillah, we trust our leadership, we trust our governmental decisions, and this is a governmental decision, and we trust it. We go with uh, with a full smile, with a full support, because alhamdulillah, we've seen lately that many of the operations, many of the work in these ministries been done really quickly, because you know that there's a lot of people do the fingerprint, do the check, and they go, and we've seen actually the reflections. It was a really good reflections, and we trust that. So if I wanted to ask you, is there something you wanted to add?
To say,
Well, you can cut me off. I mean, it's a podcast, so we're having fun here. Yeah.
But I have a philosophy. Everything is have benefits, positive sides and negative side. Yeah. Also, the second check-in is sometimes maybe have some like negative thing. But when you look at the big picture, no, there is a lot of benefits of this. Anything in this world and this life, anything, there is nothing is perfect solution for everything. So sometimes you have to accept what do you have, and just to do not to find the
focus on the negative sides.
Yeah, on
maybe?
the negative side.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, we are not living in the heaven, we are on the earth. So sometimes,
inshallah, all of us will be,
yeah,
as
inshallah,
Muslims and brothers and sisters,
yes,
will be at heaven.
But
every Muslim,
this is
inshallah,
life.
yeah.
You have to not everything you have. You should be perfect, and there is no negative thing. Not there is no negative side.
If the positive, if the positive side was like, let's say 80%, and the negative side was like, let's say 20%. I mean, accept it. That's a success.
That's all.
I mean, I'm one of the people who, let's say, I don't need the second check-in, but I'm doing it with a smile, because I know that there's many of my colleagues way other than me that they check in and they go home. So they deserve it. They deserve, let's say, to make, let's say, halal al-ratib.
Yes.
Make the salary on the right point,
Yes.
which is really important.
Yes.
Okay, to another topic before our, let's say, producer Bushra gets mad. I mean, we away from the questions. So for the psychological impact of the caricature, like, do you see the impact of your work on people's feelings and people's opinions? How do you see that?
Yeah.
Like the impact of your drawings on the people's opinion and feelings.
Sometimes I like to see in their face, actually.
Yeah.
I'm because when I send the drawing in social media like Instagram or Twitter, I don't see their reaction.
Yeah.
But I do sometimes a gallery to come to and see their reaction.
There's a gallery that
yes,
you do?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
can you invite me for the second
Yeah,
one?
sure. I will Actually, I have a plan to do the second gallery, inshallah,
Yeah.
in the future. So sure, you are invited. The first
Yeah,
one.
we're gonna come with the camera guys, you know, so we
Yeah,
can shoot it, maybe cover it in the show, so we can come for the next time in another
yeah,
topics.
sure.
We can
Anytime.
recover it. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And when I see their impact, yes, I feel if I see my message is delivered to them and they are receiving and they react with me, I feel this my like got my
Like good
uh,
feelings,
good
maybe.
feelings,
Yeah.
and this like I honored. I feel like very proud of
Such a
myself.
blessed and
Yeah,
honored, yeah, to see
yeah.
it.
So to see other people, yeah, they see the what I feel inside in their faces.
Yeah.
So when I see their faces, sometimes because I draw character, sometimes to be sad, not always be fun. Sometimes my character is sad. It's like what happened in the world, wars, genocide, like this. So I draw something like this. I see their faces when they go, just feel sad, and I see their sad in their eyes. Yeah, I know I'm
You
doing
know
right.
that yeah, okay.
Yes,
Because you wanted to choose that topic. Okay.
yes, and also when I draw something, laugh, make them laugh, and I see they're smiling or laughing.
Why are you
Oh
playing with
yes,
our emotions,
yes.
Taleb?
This is
Mr.
the
Taleb, you're
character.
playing with our emotions. Why do you do that to
This
us?
is life. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes
Make
you're
it all
beside.
smiling. I mean, we would love to see even the good topics, or like let's say, sometimes there's the sad topics that okay, you wanted to cover it,
Mm,
you wanted to raise awareness about it, but still you want to make it with a smile, okay?
mm,
Not to mock them, like if there is like let's say if there's people who got damaged
mm,
from this topic, you don't want to like mock these people
mm,
and hurt their feeling while other people laugh. No, you want to do it like with everyone to smile. So this is actually the next
mm.
question, like how do you choose the topics that you will know that you will have an emotional or psychological impact on your audience? How do you choose these topics?
Just the topics actually from people. Sometimes they send me what they are feeling, what's the problem they have. Sometimes I reading the newspaper. Sometimes I just go to the social media and check what they are new, what they are speaking of.
Hmm.
So this give me like like what like a flame for me to start a new topic.
Yeah,
So
like ambition,
yeah, the
like
ambitions,
ambition.
yeah,
Yeah,
and new ideas actually.
yeah.
They but give me a new idea, so I have to always reading to check what is new, what is what's happening in the world. uh, Give me this give me also a new idea and give me knowledge what happened really in life, and make me live
Hmm.
with the people. I not just
Among the society, not only
yes.
caricature to want to like there's a message to send like you're on another spot, like with them,
Yeah, I'm not
at the
separated.
same
I'm
thing.
human. I'm not separated with another people's. So
Our guest is humble, our viewers, and that's a good thing,
thank you.
alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So
Because knowing him, knowing our dear guest, you would see that the much of talent that he. I wish if I can cover it,
thank
but
you,
our producer said, I believe,
thank you.
do not cover it because we need our guest for the next time. Because we definitely need you in another episode, Mr.
You
Talib.
make me
Because
shy now, right now. I don't.
mashallah, I mean,
So,
you're talented in every
yeah,
aspect.
alhamdulillah.
So, and you're also humble. That's a good thing because lately in our society, when you see like the people, mashallah, with the fame, the people and most of them, like, I'm sorry, but with no talents, yet they have followers, yet they're not humble. I mean, mashallah,
Oh,
you are one of the people
thank you,
needed the spotlight,
thank you,
needed to be covered at our show and many, many other shows. Every camera need to be pointed as a
thank you,
people search you
thank you,
because
bro.
you have such
Thank you,
remarkable talents. You have achieved something that the first person in the world who did it.
thank
I cannot mention it. Maybe in the
you.
next
Sure,
time, the next
sure.
interview.
Yeah, sure.
So you
Why
have
not?
this amazing talent, and um, let's go to the other topic. So the ethics of the caricature. Where do you set your ethical boundaries in using caricature as a critical tool?
Uh, yeah, like I don't want to
Let's,
hurt anybody.
yeah.
Yeah, start يعني this is
This is the first boundary.
yes, the first boundary.
There's also many lines.
Yes, yeah, like religions, like some beliefs. I don't want to just to,
Politics.
yeah, politics, yeah,
You don't
sure.
want to hurt the wrong people.
Yeah, sure. So that's my limitation. When I draw something, I should just see what's hurting people. That's the
Yeah.
first thing. I don't want to hurt really feeling, especially feeling, because uh, uh, humans, they are sensitive human
We
beings.
are
So
sensitive, but
y-
also fast get angry.
yeah, that's why I'm sensitive. Sensitive. That means I go so much
Yeah.
angry. And sometimes, yeah, it's easy to smile. So I don't want to anybody just like feel like angry from me. I want to reduce the pain. Actually, sometimes when something is bad happen, sometimes the point of view is different what they are really seeing. So I want to make changes to make them accept the reality.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I draw something to make them know deeper
Hmm.
something maybe in happen.
Yeah,
يعني,
that's needed awareness, like deeper understanding on
yes,
that manner. So
yes.
people go on the same line, because there is many aspects that we heard about,
Mm.
we've seen about, and you see that most of the opinions, most of the people that unfortunately been seeing it in the wrong angle. So
Misunderstanding sometimes, yeah,
yeah,
misunderstanding. They don't
yeah.
know, so they are angry, so they are complaining. But when they really see what it's really about, they will change. They will change.
And we need people who, let's say, can, let's say, uh, correct that understanding,
Mm.
such as people with a huge fan base, with such as people who, let's say, use a certain tools that change the other people's mind, like a caricature is a tool,
Yes.
as our producer mentioned. It is
Powerful
it is
also
a
to believe me, it's powerful tools to make changes, a lot of ideas or opinions in the society,
well,
believe me.
it's changed my opinion
Mhm.
many times. So let's say I agree with you,
Mhm.
Mr. Taleb. Definitely. Okay. Have you ever felt that you crossed the line in a particular work?
No, because I'm in real life like this. This is my style. I
Yeah.
don't want to hurt anybody. Even I am different between you or have maybe sometimes misunderstanding. I don't feel angry. I'm a teacher also.
Oh,
Even I'm a
good,
teacher. Yeah.
mashallah. Oh,
I
you're also a teacher?
Yes, I'm a teacher.
Other than things that I know about you, I
Yeah,
mean, you're
biology
also a
teacher,
teacher?
biology teacher, high school.
Leave us something. Come on, leave us something. I mean,
You
we
know,
as a
my
human,
name is Taleb. You know, it's a student. That's
yeah,
mean Taleb, the person who should study and know everything from
yeah,
his born to his death. That's
yeah.
my name. I
Like,
think I have catch something from my name. I
no,
think.
you didn't catch something. You catch everything from your name.
Alhamdulillah.
You catched it already.
Yeah.
And
So
mashallah,
yeah.
yeah.
mashallah.
So I don't want to be your cousin. You
Mm.
know, when you have a cousin that succeeded in everything, and whenever you see your mom and your dad, like, Abdul Latif, why don't you be like your cousin Tariq?
That's the problem. Yes. Yeah. Especially mothers. Yeah. When do something like this,
Like be
I
like your
I
Talib,
will.
like
I hate
cousin Talib.
myself. I will hate myself also.
Yeah, I mean, I think that your cousins,
Mm.
your relatives, they hate you because of the mashallah, the amount of talents, the amount of work that you've been doing to
You
yourself.
know, I like to
It is
help
really
people,
amazing.
even when I do anything. I just don't stop. Just I know it. خلاص, I will just make it for myself. No, I teach all people. Any people want to learn anything, like from flight, airplane, engineering, biology.
Spoilers.
Yeah,
Maybe for the other episodes we're going to
yes,
cover that.
yes, sure.
This is actually a spoiler.
I I will not just make it anything secret for myself. It's teaching. It's about
Transfer the
teaching. Yeah,
knowledge.
transfer the knowledge. Yes.
Yeah,
So
like
no people, alhamdulillah, they nobody hate me because if you want anything, I will give you. Just
yeah, I was just exaggerating with the
yeah,
joke,
yeah, I
like
know,
you're
I know,
exaggerating
no, I
with
know,
the caricature.
no, I
Yeah,
know.
lighten the mood in our show.
Actually,
So
ترى character is يعني character ترى it's not only a painting. Sometimes a character it's doing with ourselves for our expressions. You know,
yeah,
comedian like Jim Carrey.
like a
He's
city
a character.
comedy. Yeah.
Yes, it's a sort of comedy, but you have the same feeling or the same acting. It's
Yeah.
exaggerations.
Okay. Now we have to go to our short break on the mid of the episode, and then we'll be back. So for your viewers, stay tuned, and we will be right back.